3 weeks since their daughter was taken, and Ruth's mother can hardly keep her emotions together. It doesn't take much to bring out the tears, as you can see. Marsha's the last person to see is her neighbor Stacy. Stacy happened to be on her way into town at the same time Ruth left, on the 4th of December. Now Ruth was heading towards MTN. She said after finishing Fijai, she wanted to work, to get some exposure, and she had heard of a job at MTN. So she and a friend were going to find out how they could secure this job. She jumped in a taxi with her neighbor, but they didn't travel very far. The neighbor's name is Stacy. Stacy, tell me about that last taxi ride that you had.
We left home together. She told me she was going to MTN office with a friend to look for a job. And I was also going to the library. So we took the car and then we alighted. She alighted at BU Junction. And I asked her why she didn't go to town straight. She said her friend said she should wait for her at BU Junction so that they all go together. So
what did she tell you about her friend? Was it a male or a female?
I don't know. I just assumed it's one of her classmates, so I didn't really ask about the person.
How did she seem? What was her mood like? Was she excited, happy, sad,
She
scared?
was excited about it because she said the person said they were going to pay her 650 cedis. So she was happy about the job.
Did she say anything else about this job? How did she find out about it?
She said a friend told her about it, that the person knows someone who can help her. So the person was going with her to introduce her to the person to help her get the job.
And she got down at BU Junction.
Yes.
BU Junction is not far from here.
No, right? It's not.
Is it a popular place? Is it common for people to take a car from here and get down there?
Yeah, it's a popular place. That's the junction to Takrade Technical University. So it's popular.
And it's common for people to take a car from here and get down there?
Yeah.
So what was the last thing Ruth said to you?
We were talking about organizing a party during the Christmas, so we were mostly talking about that and discussing how we're going to organize it. That was the last thing we were talking about.
So this was the 4th of December, and you were planning a party for Christmas last year?
Yes.
Did you still have a party?
No, we couldn't have the party.
Because Ruth is not here?
Yes.
Nanajwa is Ruth's older sister. They call her Nani. She has been interacting with the police throughout the course of this investigation. Nani, do you think the police are doing enough to find your sister?
No.
Why not?
Because as I am speaking to you, it's been 17 days since they rearrested the guy, and up to now they haven't been able to get any good information from the guy. Then that means they are not doing enough. I'm wondering if it was to be a great person in Ghana or a great person in Takrade, like the MP's daughter, is that how they're going to treat the case? Because what they are doing, we just don't get it. We just don't understand it.
Tell me, when was the last time you spoke to the police, and what did they say?
The last time I spoke to them was last week, Monday, before the Wednesday that we went to the court sitting. Yeah, we went to the DCP regional office at Sekendi, but he wasn't around, so we spoke to one DOP, Mr. Ipa. Then he told us that they are still on it. The guy keeps giving them wrong information. They went to Kaswa, no one was there. They went to this place, no one was there. So they are still on it. That's what he's been telling us. They are still on it. No new development. Any day that we ask, no new development.
Now, for how many days was he, after he escaped, for how many days was he on the loose? Do you know?
No.
Okay. But your mother says that while he was on the loose, he actually contacted your family for more money.
Yeah, that was on the 31st of December. he called us telling us that we are very funny because those policemen that we are giving there, we've reported the case to, they cannot do anything to solve it. So if we want our sister back, we should just obey what he will say, then send the money to him, and we should forget about the police people because they can't help us. That's what the boy told us. So when I heard that, I was like, why? Because from the look of what the guy is saying, that means there was something going on between the police and the guy that we don't know or what. So I immediately went online and I saw the picture there that the guy has escaped. So it was like, wow, we've reported the case to you, and in this case, the person has escaped from the cell. At least you should tell the victim's parent or family that this is what is happening. I called the CID. He said he's not aware that the guy has escaped. He has traveled to the central region, that he's on his way from people also. Then later on, he sent me a text message that, yeah, it's true that the guy has escaped. So we were like, how? We can't just understand someone in the central police station could just escape while 7 policemen were on duty that day. It's kind of some story, we don't know. We don't know what's really happening here. We don't know.
So how was it all explained in court? Were you there?
Yeah, the first sitting I was there, the judge asked the guy about the escape, whether he is guilty or not. The guy said not guilty. All the questions they asked him, he said not guilty. Then the judge proceeded the case to another date, which was last week Wednesday when we went. Then the guy admitted that, yeah, he is guilty. He escaped from the cells. They asked him how he went about it. He said it was through someone who was passing by the window that he made the person to call his brother to tell him to bring him also bread and some oil that he claimed he used to cut the ceiling. So we were like, how can someone in the cells, while 7 policemen were on duty, were able to cut to the extent that no one could hear the boy cutting the blade? Or we don't just understand. We just don't understand. And even when you see the size of the window, I'm not sure that even a 10-year-old person can even pass through that window. So the thing is, it's a whole kind of, I don't know, a frame story. We don't know what is going on.
What do you think has happened to Ruth? Where do you think she is right now?
For that one day, I can't tell, but I believe in the God I serve that she is definitely alive, and we will soon see her one day. So for me, dear, my hope is still high that one day we will just, it's a matter of the police speeding up the process. That's all. Because if they are able to use different ways or means to torture the guy to speak, I think that will help. Because the guy can't be there, eat, and they will just, we don't know what is happening. Because even if you look through the guy from the head to toe, none of his body is being touched. So we don't know what they are doing. I don't know what measures they are using to derive information from the guy.
Now, when Ruth was first taken, she called with her own phone.
Yeah.
And what did she say?
She told us that he took a taxi at Nkrofo Junction, which is our junction. Then immediately she took the taxi. She did not see anything again. The last thing was she was in some room locked up, so she doesn't know where she is. So she sent 500 Ghana. That's what the people are demanding. Then the phone went off.
And after that?
They called back again, demanding for 10,000 Ghana cedis.
So did you pay any
No.
of that? So at no point did your family pay any of the ransom?
We paid like 1,200. Beginning it was 500 Ghana that we paid. Then we sent another 500 Ghana for them to use to trace where the guy will be withdrawing the money and where he's been during the call. So through that and with the help of the police and the BNI, they were able to use to arrest that Samuel was.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Right. Tell me, it's been 7 weeks since your sister disappeared. How has the home been different in her absence? What has changed? What do you miss about your sister?
A lot has changed. A lot has changed because since that day on the 4th, we've not been able to eat nor sleep. Anytime that we sleep and we hear a sound of a car, then we are expecting maybe someone has dropped her by. So we just wake up and come in the bath. Nothing shows that he is around.
But you believe she will come home?
Yeah.
What do you want to say to the police?
As for the police, we've said a lot to them. Now, my problem is the president of Ghana, that he should set his feet up because this thing can even let him lose some votes in the Western region. Because as for me, I've decided that not to vote again because in this, all the way with all the things started, by now I'm sure that they have learned what is going on in the Western, but it seems they have not showing any much concern about the situation. So we are asking if it was to be an MP's daughter, or even assemblyman, or even a police commander, or even, let's say, one of the big men, the pastors, like, is that how they're going to treat the case? Because we just don't understand. We just don't understand. It's been 17 days since you had this guy. We've not able to trace anything from the guy, whilst his phones are in their custody too.
So
and Nigerian coming to our country to do this. Imagine if we were Ghana that we went there, what would they do to us?
So you think that it's because you are not politicians or pastors or rich people, that's why your case is not being given?
That's how we see it, because if it was to be an army officer's daughter, but I'm not sure by now, even the guy will just be looking fresh like that. You see?
Have you met with any of the other families of kidnapped girls?
Yeah, we met with the first university girl, Prinsela, We met with the dad.
And is this suspect, has he admitted to the police that he's the same person who took all of them?
Yeah, he admitted. Even the last victim, they saw his dress and his scarf in the room when they went and rearrested the guy.
And they rearrested him here in Takoradi?
Yeah.
You think your sister may still be here in Takoradi?
For that one there, I doubt. I doubt.
You think she's still in Ghana?
For in Ghana, yes. I'm 100% sure that she's still here. Maybe they've been hiding her from someone that we couldn't even see. Because according to them, the guy gave them information that they were at Kasua. I also heard, and I was doing my underground investigation, I also heard that there was such thing going on at Kasua. Immediately, I reported the case. I told our pastor to tell the CID that this is what I've also heard. Unfortunately, that day that they told them, the next morning, the people were no more at the Kasua. So I don't know whether someone is there among them giving them information, or we don't know.
You think someone amongst the police is working with the kidnappers?
Or someone among the security firm, because it's kind of strange to us. It's kind of strange because since I heard that Kasua news, it was just like 3 days. Just only the day that I voiced it out, then they vanished from that place. So we don't know what's going on.
Already the sun has set, but our work is not done. I have found the home of another victim, one of the 3 victims who the police have received reports about. This is the home of Priscilla Mantibia Crunchy. Her father, Alexander Kojo Crunchy, lives here with her and her siblings. That is until she disappeared on the 21st of December. I've come to find out everything I can about the circumstances around her disappearance, and perhaps some detail that is yet to make its way into the public domain.
In fact, I was feeling very, very bad. Even I gave way to tears at the police station, court, when the dress was shown to me. But at the court, you cannot cry very loud, so I restrained myself. Those around me saw that I was very sad.
Why? Why were you sad?
I was sad because a daughter I was staying with, I don't have, since the brother is here and then she is the second person. They are those around me all the time. And I can't find my daughter's present. Only the dress is being shown to me. What has happened to my daughter? Is he still alive, or he might have been killed by this guy? So I was feeling very sad. In fact, till this day, it's only I have to control myself. If I'm to give way to tears all the time, it won't help. It won't help. So I have to restrain myself and then go about my normal life.
She's been missing now for over a month.
Yes, please.
Only her clothes have been found.
Yes.
Tell me, deep down inside, do you believe your daughter is still out there, still alive?
Okay, people are consoling me that maybe that they change the dress so that they can have a new dress, so that when they are is being transported somewhere, people will others who know her will find it difficult to identify her. This is what people have been telling me. So I take condolence from that. But to me, I can't say my daughter is dead, and I can't say she's alive. If he's alive, it's only God knows. But as the police have not given up and tell me that where they have reached, there's no hope that my daughter will come back, I still believe the police can help.
You still have faith that the police can find your daughter?
They are doing the work.
You believe they can do a good job? Are they doing a good job, in your opinion?
To this present time, what I wanted them to do first is to get to where the daughters are, who are kidnapped, they are, so that we can go and bring them to their house. But it looks as if they are more interested in the cell break. I don't know why they are treating that case first before they come to the substantial issue, which is the kidnap. But they know what they are doing. I need an explanation, but we have not got any explanation from them. So we are worried, in fact.
Some families demonstrated when the suspect was missing. Did you join that demonstration?
That time, mine was very new. So we've been going to the police from Secondary to BNI so in fact that day we were being called by the police. Even I went to the BNI. From there I went to the Regional Crime Officer's office before we came back to Takoradi. So I couldn't get time to join the case. Yes.
Do you share the suspicion of Ruth Kweson's family, who fear that the police are actually complicit in these kidnappings, that they are actually working with the kidnappers? Do you share that suspicion?
Okay, I cannot share that with their family, but I cannot share that suspicion.
You believe that the police are doing their job?
Yes. My plea is that since the police, they say they are doing their work, I would have wished if there should be a superior authority who would press them to go about the duties they are performing expeditiously so that they can get to the bottom of this matter. I am pleading to, even as far as to the President's office and then the Parliament House, if they can all come in to assist. Because now it is on me. Tomorrow, who else will be the next person? So if the earlier they all join hands together to press things hard, the better it will be for the nation. Because they are saying 3, 4, 7. Who knows the next person? So they should all join hands together. Parliament, the Women Caucus, World of Women Ministry, they all should come together to press the police to do their work expeditiously.
I want you to take this opportunity and speak to your daughter. What would you like to say to her? Just look into the camera.
I will tell her I love her and I miss her. And I'm praying that Jehovah God should help her come back to home safely if he's still alive. We are doing all what we can. All what we can is to pray to God. And the merciful God, I know he will help if he's alive to come back.
Now, Philip, you are Priscilla's older brother.
Yes, please.
And you noticed some behavior in the days before she disappeared. Tell me what you saw.
She's a kind of person that, as my father said, we have been hearing complaints that she has been making phone calls. So before the incident occurred, I mean the day before, she did something and I was angry with her, so I seized the phone. But what she told me is, if she says she can buy a phone that day I collected the phone, she will buy it.
So she was not worried that you had seized
Yes,
the phone?
she was not worried.
She could buy another one?
Another one.
Did she tell you how she
No.
intended to buy?
Yeah, I asked her how, but that was Friday morning. So that day we were both angry. So Friday morning I asked her about how she can afford the phone, and she told me she was making susu in the school, so she would collect her money then use it to buy the phone. So then I left the house to do my job. Yeah.
And when you came home, she was gone.
Yeah.
Tell me about your sister. You know, what is she like? Are you surprised that this has happened?
Yes, I am surprised because she's a kind of person, I must say she's not stubborn that much. But the only problem I can say she has is she likes going out a lot, making friends, yeah.
How old is she?
15 years.
15. Okay.
That's the problem I can say she have. And we were advising her on that problem. But all of a sudden, this is what has happened.
Do you know her friend, the lady who identified?
Yeah, I know her.
Okay. The two of them are very close?
Close, yeah.
Okay. Had you heard about this guy before? Had you heard your sister talking about him, or?
Nah.
You didn't even know he existed?
After the incident occurred, and we heard that she has been communicating with the guy.
Are you worried?
Yes, I'm worried. But
what are you worried about? What are you afraid of?
We all have hopes that she's still alive, or they are still alive, because it's not only her, but only God can tell where they are. All we can do.
So Kojo Yangsing in Takoradi, we're going to join him real quick via Skype before we bring you some show business, because there are a number of things going to happen. The police, first of all, they've told us that they're meeting the press. There's also a court appearance for the man who's been in police custody. So a quick update from what is to be expected today in Takoradi on the kidnapped girls, the girls who have gone missing, some since August 2018. So Kojo Yangsing will be joining us via Skype. Kojo, good morning to you. It's good to see you.
Good morning, Mama. It's great to see you too. Now, the crew and I are here at the Western Regional Headquarters of Ghana Police. This is the epicenter of the investigation. This is where there is going to be a press conference today. We're expecting updates on the police's investigation, any progress, and information that they are able to share with the public. Bear in mind, to date, even 5 months after some of the girls, the police have not addressed the public in any way. They have not officially, of their own steam, put out any information about these missing girls. The images that are now circulating were put out there by the media. They were acquired by the media and put out by the media. The police have not, to date, put out any information about this. This will be their very first press conference. We're very interested to see what they have to share. There is supposed to be a day in court as well for the prime suspect, the Nigerian gentleman who is in police custody again after having escaped once. We will bring you details of what happened. But I am on a quest to meet all the family members and indeed to have an exclusive conversation with the regional commander of police. He is the man in charge of this investigation. His face is on this work. And he, I'm sure, is eager to communicate to the public what the police have been doing about this matter for 5 months since they first received a report of an abducted Takoradi girl. So today, I'm hoping to bring you that conversation with the regional commander and any other police officials who are able to help us understand the strategy of the police in pursuing leads to find these girls. There are suspicions that they may no longer be in Ghana. We'll find out whether the police share those suspicions and also what indeed the Nigerian suspect has shared with the police so far. We will also seek to understand so far whether or not the police are expectant of any further occurrences of kidnapping in this area or any other parts of Ghana. So maybe these are some of the details we are hoping to garner with the police. Don't forget, we still need to solve the mystery of how this individual escaped from prison in the first place. That is one question I'm definitely going to be posing to the police commander.
Absolutely, Kojo Yang Singh, earlier bringing us an interaction with some of the family members. Very powerful comments they made there. These are families who have not seen their relations in terms of the 3 girls in some instances for about 5 months. So great interaction there, Kojo Yang Singh. We'll be expecting a lot more from you throughout the day. All right, so Kojo Yang Singh live in Takoradi. There will be update at 10 on News Desk, Roland Walker.
Oh, definitely. And we have to tell you that your superstation, Joy 99.7 FM, will host the second Joy FM Open Mic Night at the Plus 233 Jazz Bar and Grill on Friday, January 25, 2019 at 6:30 p.m. The 2019 Joy FM Open Mic Night is open to performers who would like to perform original or cover materials. Activities on the night will include a rap battle and performances by some of your favorite musicians, comedians, poets, and spoken word artists. So there would also be other surprise performances from those that you know on the music scene. So you don't want to miss this. Come, let's hang out with your favorite Joy FM personalities, network, and also let out your hair down. And there will be loads to eat and also drink. Gate fee is just a cool 50 Ghana cedis. It's the Joy FM Open Mic Night. Experience it. Don't wait to be told. We hope that it's going to be a passionate night for all of us who will be there.
Stay with us. One more thing before we wrap up. Courtesy Awake Purified Drinking Water. Becky is here with some show business.